Afternoon, Jules here from Jules Designs at JT Creations. So I'm really pleased to be part of this collaboration. It's called Out With a Bang. It's the last days of summer. Sorry, I'm putting hand cream on. Last days of summer, and it has a hashtag JJF Out With a Bang 25. It was, they did do it last year. I didn't take part because I was busy. There's over 40 fabulous creators, and I know some of them, and I've worked in collaborations with them before. But really, there will be a list at the bottom of this video. There will be a list of all the collaborators' YouTubes, and go and have a look. I mean, this is day 13. This is the 13th of August. So there's been, some days there's two videos, some days there's one. Today there's only one. So there could have been like 26 before me. So it's 31 days of ideas and inspiration. There's freebies. Mandy and Julie have both put freebies on. It's hosted by Junk Journals Fix with Sunflowers and Doors, which is Mandy, but Julie has put a kit. So there's 3 kits that us collaborators will be sort of like working with. Faded Memories, I chose. I think there's Vintage Flowers, and I can't remember the other one. I'll get it before, but I will list the kits below anyway. All that will be below. So every day there's a prompt as well, and I think Mandy's putting those prompts out for you guys to, you know, take part if you want, because obviously she's putting freebies out, and it's a freebie, part of the freebie that I've used, because not everybody can buy the kits. We understand that, so it is a freebie, part of the freebie I've used. So my prompt today is tags and tickets, and I'd already sort of like set up a trifold folio. Now this is one of the freebie papers, and also you get these. So you've got your, and I put a photograph in that. So you've got that. You've got your bingo card. This one's a bit different. You've got your pockets, again a bit different, and this one's a guest. There's a guest check on this one. On this one there was a little ticket and that. So I'm not using them. I might cut the guest check out, I'm not sure, but I'm not using them at the moment. But what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to make some tags to sit in, and some tickets. Now it's so easy to make tickets. Now if you've got a die cutting machine and I've got these tickets. I've got some more somewhere, but I can't find them. I've got these, and they're what I've got from, I think, Temu. We're not going to use the small ones, but we will have a go at doing these. If you don't have a die cutting machine and you don't have dies, you can use stamps, and we will use some of these. Again, this set of stamps is from Temu, and it's from all over the world. We've got Paravion, New York. Just having a look. A lot of the writing is illegible, so you know you can put it. We've got Priority Mail, Handle with Care. That looks like a Canadian kind of background, but anyway, so we will be using some of these. Now what I've got is I've got this is the other paper. So there is several papers. I've bent that over. I put tea dye paper on the back of that one, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some tags out. So I will go away and I will cut 3 tags out, and I will be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. So I've done 3 tags. I just printed a coffee dyed paper on the back. I'd also had some tickets that I'd stamped out on a bit of paper, and I'm just looking for them. There they are. I got them from Temu, so they're kind of destination tickets, flight tickets, and I just stamped them out on the paper and cut them out. Quite easy to do. So what I want to do here is I want to do some inking, and it comes in 12x12. And what we're going to do is we're going to sand this one, and I've got some little sanding discs I get from Temu. Maybe just want a slightly softer one. You get all different grades. Maybe I put the different grades away. There's a softer one. You can use an emery board if you don't have these. There's a, and I did that at just an inch and a half. Because I wasn't sure what tickets I was using. And I'm going to use VersaFine Clay's Nocturne. And this one says New York, so I'm just putting it down. We can trim it down, it's fine. There we are, there's one. There's two. Do another one and then we'll do something different. There's three. And we'll do a fat one. Still, yeah, just wondering, nah, not quite fat enough. Nope. Put that one there. And do you think we'll get a sneaky French one here? Maybe this one's got the Eiffel Tower on it, so not the, yeah. So there we are. So that's used our paper up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that down there and cut that along there. Like that. And I think we'll have a single ticket and a double ticket. These will have as singles. I was going to cut around that. And I love making tickets, like I love making labels as well, because I love sticking tickets on folios, and I'm going to decorate the tags up with some of these. So So these I'm not putting anything on. This one I'm going to keep that because I can do some numbers on that. I think that's all one stamp. Right, it shouldn't be. I think we'll make some fragile tickets with this. Oh no, it's priority mail. And this is how easy it is. And sometimes, and also what I did was with one of my Tim Holtz stamp sets, I can't remember which, it's the one with all the, you can see, it's got all them. And this is one of the papers in the freebie as well. And it just didn't print out dark enough for me. I actually printed it on the wrong printer, and it really needed the heads cleaning. So instead of throwing the paper away, what I did was I stamped the whole block out, and you can see I've been cutting them and inking around them. And again, we've got tickets. So that's another way you can do it. Like, you can take this whole whole block of stamps and stamp the whole lot. It's entirely up to you. Just ink it, put it on and stamp it, and then you've got it kind of stamps quicker. So what we'll do is we'll put, I did some on coffee dyed paper as well, but we'll put them up there. And going to do and we'll just make this one a ticket too, just a big ticket. Yeah, and all that, it was just a punch, and I just punched into the middle and it looks like a ticket. Put that there, we'll shove that out there. Bring this in here, take that out of here, so we can have, I did intend making this folio out of this card, however it didn't happen, so and because that's a and then what I want is I want some tags to go in there. We've got, so we'll put them there. Now what I want is so what I'm going to do is hole in that. And oh, if you've got a crocodile, you can use your crocodile, but these are Fiskars. That one's not. It's a one from China. I think it actually was Fiskars because it had the same. It's just that the handles have fallen off. Yeah. So that's like a large one. That's a small one, and I've got a square one as well somewhere. So we'll just I'm going to put that on there. Not quite at the bottom, and have that one over there, or that I'm going to have that one underneath. Lift that. That's a identification number. So they're all tickets. And I think we'll have that one hanging off a little bit. Yep. And I'll do that. And then we've got the next one. I'm just going to put do these both together. That's it. And that's them done. So it's just a an ID punch. So we'll get some. And I like the blue and the brown. I really do. It's like I like the lilac and the brown as well. So we'll put that there. I'll cut this one out. Put that there. And that one there, I think, yeah. So what I'm going to do again is I'm going to put a little bit of thread in this one, and it's a bit of burlap thread. And just tie that in a knot. And then we'll put that one there, and I'll stick that up there. So you can print these papers off. You can make tags out of them like I've done. You can make a file folder. As I say, there's lots of ephemera. The actual kit is brilliant because you get the neutral tones, you get the blue tones, you get the like the green tones, and you get the red tones. So there's loads, and there's actual loads and loads of stuff that you can do with the kit. But I'm working with a freebie because I know there's lots of collaborations about, and you want to take part in most of them. So there we are. So we've got that one, and then we've got this one, and I'm going to use this, and I'm going to have that. I'm going to make these. And I'm going to put this one down. I'm going to look at this first. Do I want another? No, I'll do that separate. So we'll put that there. We'll have do that way. I think we'll do that one that way. Take that one off there. I'm going to again put a hole in that. And right, where's my twine? Again, we'll just tie that in a knot. This is a bit stiffer than the burlap. I think we're just going to have to tighten the knot this way. Right, okay. Pull it down a little bit. There we are. And I think we'll have that just coming off there a little bit. Like that. And press that down. And it's just you've got an extra texture. I mean, it doesn't move about because the ticket's been stuck right down, so oh, what did I do? I went and put glue on it, didn't I? Silly Billy. And then you've got your bits to journal on at the back. Now what I'm looking for is that one. Oh, that one. Yeah, both slightly different. I think that one's more of a royal blue. These are, I've had these ribbons for years from when I used to do wedding stationery. I just used to buy like big sort of like packs of them, all different colours. So we'll put that one in there, and let me have a look and see what else I've got in here. I might have some blue from, yes, I think it's a bit too blue. Where is it? Now this is Villeroy and Bosch, so obviously it's a package. When I was in Cyprus, I went into the thrift shop and asked them if they had any lace and stuff like that, and she said that somebody had dropped off a load of stuff and there was a bag of ribbon and threads, and she couldn't really use them because they didn't do anything with them. And she said, and they're all knotted up, she said, but if you can have them. And it was lots of ribbons from kind of gift parcels and hotels, and you know, hotel parcels that you get. So I took them. Put that one back up there. I'll just use this one. I think we need to cut that one down a bit. And then put them there like that. And I think we'll just have this one up. And we will, and it's just different ways you can put your ribbons in. That one's been, what shall we do with this one? Put it in and loop it, I think. And we'll just, maybe the ribbon's a bit too thick for this, but never mind. But what I am going to do is I am going to cut that. I'm cutting both, and I cut it from the edge to the inner like that. And there we are. So we've got our tickets. So we showed you how to do tickets on the coordinations with stamping, and you can stamp on digitals, pretty papers, whatever. You can just have them used in just plain. That one was just a bit, and I just took the two edges just with a circle punch. Like that, and I've just took the edges off. These two were die cuts, and obviously the coordinations you can sand down and it goes lighter, so I quite like doing that one. So I'm going to put the thick one at the back and those two like that, and then we've got like little bits of thread on there. I didn't put one on there. I did mean to put one. I meant to put something on there, and there we are. So we've got our tags and tickets, so easy, with the pretty papers that come free in the collaboration. So just go back over it. So it's Out With a Bang, Last Days of Summer collaboration, and the hashtag. So if you do anything, if you use the hashtag, you know, so people can sort of like go and have a look, and it's hashtag JJF Out With a Bang 25. And there's, you know, loads of us are doing this. There's 40 creators. I will link all the YouTube, all the creators below with their YouTube channels, and I will link the 3 kits that you all that will be showing. And if you're not, I mean, I will be putting this on my Facebook as well. So if you're looking at my Facebook and you're not a member of the Junk Journal Fix with Sunflowers and Doors, jump over Mandy's Facebook group. It's a brilliant group. There's lots of inspiration there, lots of freebies, and a way to sort of like see what everybody else is doing and make friends. Anyway, enough waffle. So I will see you in the next video, and hopefully you'll enjoy all the other collaborations. Bye.